Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So now I'm going to solve question number 2 of weekly contest 470, longest subsequence with non-zero bitwise XOR. So let's read the problem statement. You are given an integer array nums. We have to return the length of the longest subsequence in nums whose bitwise XOR is non-zero, right? And if no such subsequence exists, then in that case we have to return 0. And what is subsequence? A subsequence is a non-empty array that can be derived from another array by deleting some or no elements without changing the order of the remaining elements. Okay, so first let's discuss the XOR table, right? So in XOR table, let's say we have A and B and this is our result, right? Let's say this is the XOR table. So if any two values are same, my result is always going to be 0. Okay, and if any one value is different, then my result is going to be 1. So this is nothing but our XOR table. All right, clear? Now here if you see this example number 1, right? If I do the XOR of all these values, right, 1 XOR 2 XOR 3, right? So how I'm going to write 1 in binary form? I'm going to write it like this, 0 0 1. And how I'm going to write 2 in binary form? I'm going to write it like this, 0 1 0, right? This bit value is 1 2 4, right? So here both are different, right? 1 and 0 both are different, so 1. Here also 1. Here this is nothing but like this I'm going to get, right? So here this is nothing but 3. Now if you do 3 XOR with 3, right, same numbers, both are same, right? So if you write 0 1 1 3 like this and again 3, and if you do the XOR, you are going to get 0 here, right? This is nothing but 0, but we don't want 0, right? So that simply means I can't use all these three elements. I can't use this all three elements, right? If I do the XOR of all the three elements, I'm going to get output as 0, right? So what I need to do now after that? So with use of all the array elements, with the use of all the array elements, right, my XOR is 0, right? So I can do one thing. If I can just remove any one element from this nums array, right? If I remove any one element from this nums array, then maybe I will get non-zero XOR, right? This is what I'm thinking, right? So what I'm going to do here, 1 we have this 2, we have this 3, right? We did the XOR of all the elements, right? We get 0. So now let's say I don't want to use this one. I don't want to use this one, right? So if I just do the XOR with 1, so both are same and both are going to cancel out each other, right? Both are going to cancel out each other, right? So let's say I use 2 3. I just delete one element now. Let's say I use 2 3. So 2 3 means 0 1 0 0 1 1. So I'm getting non-zero XOR, right? So we can use this 2 3. Length is nothing but 2. Now same way I can also use 1 2 as well, right? If I do 1 2, I will get something like this. So I can use this as my subsequence, right? Okay, I'm not changing the order, I'm following the same order, right? And so here also length is 2, here also length is 2. So with the length 3 answer is not possible, but with the length 2 answer is possible. So we have to return the longest length, right? So the one longest subsequence is 2 3. The bitwise XOR is computed as 2 XOR 3 is 1, which is non-zero, right? So from here I conclude that if with all n elements my result is not possible, right? If with all the n elements my result is not possible, then definitely my result is going to be possible with n minus 1 elements, because I'm just going to delete one element which is making this complete as 0, right? I'm just going to remove that. So if with n elements result is not possible, just simply return n minus 1. N minus 1 is nothing but 2 here, right? Same way here, if you see example number 2, just do the XOR of all the numbers. So 2 XOR 3 XOR 4. So what is 2 XOR 3? So let me use some other pen. So 2 you write it like this, 3 you are going to write it like this, so you are going to get 1 here, right? 1 XOR 4, so 1 you are going to write like this, and 4 you are going to write like this, and output is some non-zero, right? So you can use this subsequence 2 3 4, and with this we are getting non-zero result, so simply return the n value. N is nothing but the length of this nums array, right? Clear? But here I'm saying it like this, right? But let's suppose if your nums array is like this, then in that case what you need to do? So in that case, if all the elements in your nums array is 0, then also return the output as 0, right? If all the elements in your nums array is 0, then also return 0. Okay, you can do the XOR of all the 0. You will always get 1 or 0 only, right? You will never get non-zero XOR total value, right? But if your nums array contains at least one non-zero element, at least one non-zero element, 1 2 3 4, okay, at least one non-zero element, then in that case we can simply calculate the complete XOR of our array, and if the complete XOR is non-zero, then return n, but if it is 0, then return n minus 1, right? This is what we have to do. Okay, so let's do one more thing here. Let me give this example. Let's say you have 3 4 5 6 7 8, then you have again 3 4 5 6 7 8. So all the elements here, if you see, are occurring two times, right? 3 2 8 3 4 5 6 7 8, all the elements are occurring two times, right? So here what is the length of this one? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, right? So length is 12. So here all the elements are occurring two times, so they are going to cancel out each other, right? 3 4 4 is going to cancel out 5 5, right? So 5 XOR 5, same element XOR is 0 only, right? So we are going to get non-zero XOR, total XOR of all this we are going to get 0, right? So to make it non-zero, so I can simply remove any one element, right? So let's say I remove this 3, so then my output is going to become 11. That's it, right? That's it. So if total XOR value, right, if it is total XOR value is 0, right, then you have to return n minus 1. Else if it is non-zero, then just to simply return n, right? And also check all the elements. If all the elements are 0, then also return 0. That's it. Okay, so now you can try to write the code by yourself. Very good problem. Okay, and I am moving to the code part now. All right, so let's see the code. So here I'm calculating the length of nums array, then total XOR is 0 initially, then I'm going to compute the XOR of all the elements one by one, right? And then this is my first case. I'm going to check if all the elements in my nums array is 0, right? So first has all zeros, I'm going to set to true, and I'm iterating over all the elements in my nums array using enhanced for loop. And if that particular number is not equal to 0, then I'm going to just set variable to false, and I'm going to break it, right? So if still this variable value has all zeros true, then I'm going to simply return 0. But if I set this to false, then I'm not going to execute this. Then case 2 is XOR of all the numbers is non-zero. So if total XOR is not equal to 0, then in that case we have to return n. Okay, clear? But if this is not the case, then XOR of all the numbers is 0, then in that case we have to just simply return n minus 1. That's it. Okay, that's it. So I hope that you guys are clear with question number 2 of weekly contest 470. And if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.